Hello everyone, this is Mr. Ben175 and today I'm going to review the recent installment of The Walking Dead by Telltale Games entitled 400 Days. So before I go any further, I do not want you to watch this if you haven't played it, as it's like a review, and like this, a review like this might spoil your experience a little bit, so because experience is what this game's really about, so I don't want this to ruin yours, because it's meant to be a tailored experience according to Telltale Games. Let's go. Okay, first thing I like about 400 Days was the ways Telltale Games acted upon making the story. Simply, the episode is split up into 5 character stories, all of which are roughly 20-30 minutes each, with an additional 6th character for a further 10 minutes or so. This new style allowed players to tackle the episode in any order. This meant that a decision, you make a lot of them, made in one story will affect the ones later on. For example, if you shoot a truck light in the second story, that truck light will be broken on that truck for 3rd, 4th and 5th, and if it comes up, 6th. I mean, like, if you choose to kill someone, you might see them later on as a walker in someone else's story. Clever, isn't it? If you haven't played it, I really recommend it because it is fantastic and the replay value is infinity. So the brand new edition for this compared to the rest of the series, which it doesn't do because you have to do them in order, obviously, leaves players wondering just how influential their decisions are in the rest of the story. Another thing I enjoy in this episode is something I've always loved about The Walking Dead, and that's its story. This isn't Lee and Clem's story, boo-hoo, but the way the story develops builds an extensive oversight to what could be described as a meanwhile Vince was doing this while Lee was doing that. Some of your choices made in Season 1 throughout the whole lot do go into this, so it's just to keep you going a little bit. This can be taken literally if you rescue Carly or Doug, by the way, especially if you want to keep hold of them. Look at Russell's story. Look at Russell's story, you'll know what I mean, mostly if it's Carly. Now, this episode was great, no doubt, but Telltale Games, could you please try and fix your bugging issue? I mean, quite often you'll find a short second gap between one scene and another. Okay, it's not that noticeable if you really enjoy it, but please, come on, clean it up a little bit. This is meant to be like one of your best games that got 90 Game of the Year awards. Come on, man! I also partially touched upon this in each story, that the episode is only 20-30 minutes, and that simply isn't enough time to get to know these new characters well enough. Whilst the story is good, character development seems a little bit poor. Not only that, but all 5 stories finish in an anti-climax. This guy's just running from someone. Okay, we'll stop there. They all end up around a campfire at the end, all together, all the little 5 characters. I have no idea how they actually get there, apart from a sentence which they all describe it. But simply put, the links could be a little bit stronger there. And finally, we're all thinking this. There is no Clementine in this episode. I was hoping to see some reference to her at some point during that episode, but unfortunately, her situation is still a mystery. If they drop her now, could that be a fatal mistake? I think so. Conclusion! As a DLC episode, The Walking Dead 400 Days does a good job for what it is, to give something extra in the run-up to Season 2, but it's just a little something extra. Don't expect too much from it. But it's still worthy of a very good purchase, of your £3 or £4, $5, something like that. So if you played Season 1, definitely get it, because it's just something to get your teeth into. It's a good old hour and a half. It's not long, but it's not short either. It's only £3 of your money. Give it a go, and if not, if you haven't played Season 1 yet, I really recommend you do, because it is one of the best games and shows on earth.